trick-or-treating with Ken. Okay? You can give me a stamp. Okay. Oh, happy All Hallows Eve, my fellow human beings. I am going to be doing a reading for you guys. Hi, baby. Did you have a fun time? What's wrong? What's the matter? Okay. I'm going to be doing a general reading, and I was cleansing the space with Pollo Santo. Oh, what is it? A Wiki Witch? Thank you. What's the matter, puppy? Okay. You did a good job. You pinned that hat right on that catty's head. But so I did start a video, but then my partner came in and was talking, so I cleared it. But I was basically
Mommy,
cleansing the space with. You told me. A snack.
Yeah, this too.
Okay, that's good, baby. I was cleansing the space in the other video.
And I said I can't eat nobody's thing.
Who said that?
I said.
Okay.
I said that's a poke.
I was giving a 101 on. Oh, we've got the star on the bottom of the deck. I was giving a little 101 as I was lighting the Pollo Santo to give like a little intro for those of you who don't know. It's a powerful cleansing tool. What is that, a sticker?
Yeah, and this is the words. I should give these to the special trick-or-treats.
It's okay.
We can put it in the back.
And so, yeah, Pollo Santo, I was giving an intro to that. It's a very powerful, like, cleansing and charging and clearing smoke. Thank you.
What is that? It's a stapler. Oh,
no, it's a bookmark.
It's a bookmark.
And a ruler. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yep, I have a pen too.
That's a pencil.
Oh, we have a sticker.
Where are you going to put it? Go put it in your room, Nas. When did you put that stamp on your forehead? Just now? Okay, so I was talking about Pollo Santo and how it's more ethically available to harvest versus white sage. White sage is scarce. It's going extinct. So I was on my other, I just was going live. I was just going live, but I ended it. So I'm trying to get back in the flow of the message that I was relaying. And I was also talking about making sure that we are, you know, venerating and showing tremendous amounts of love to our passed on loved ones, our dead, all right? Our passed on dead loved ones. And if you haven't built an ancestor altar, what are you waiting for? Because
where am I supposed to put this at? I want to put it on my...
Okay, then put it right there. Is it not sticking? Let me see.
Oh, wait, is this for you?
Yeah, make sure you're doing your... No. Make sure you're doing, you know, especially if you were drawn to this video, you're already, like, connected spiritually. Maybe some of you more than others, but I feel like the collective really needs to start getting more intimate, more connected, more disciplined in their spiritual path because of the times we're in. I mean, I'm not a person that watches the news, and I didn't even want to bring this up, but I guess it's necessary and relevant. I was watching the news earlier because I was at my dad's house briefly, and I seen that Trump is literally like missile shooting people out of the. They're coming. People are basically on boats. I know. I'll eat my chips. Here, Nas. Here. Trick or treat. That's what it says. He's just shooting people that are coming here, funneling drugs from Venezuela, and he's just shooting missiles at them. He's tracking them via drones. Hey, go out, go into Nevaeh's room and talk, please, because I'm doing a reading. He's doing, basically launching missiles into whatever body of water is near and on the way. What did I just say? Can you guys go in the other room, please? Go in your room, boo-boo. Because y'all are going to leave all that candy and toy stuff in here. But it needs to be in you guys' space. Because it's just better in there, and it's your space for your stuff. But yeah, he's just shooting people out of the water, basically. And he's killed 53 people already. And that is where he said, I heard him say, there won't be any drugs in my country if I can help it. And like, so basically the president, I don't even want to say our president because I'm not claiming that person. Hopefully I don't get flagged for this. So basically he's literally committing murder while acting as president, and he's killed 53 people already by way of like very violent force killing. And they're basically saying, like, it said it on the news, like, we have a president that is going rogue. I mean, he didn't just shut down, I'm just splitting my decks. He didn't just, for the reading, he didn't just shut down the fucking government. I mean, he didn't just shut down food stamps for the government shutdown. They're two totally separate different things. My sister-in-law told me that today. And, you know, I wasn't planning on bringing this up, but it's definitely aligned and parallel to what I was speaking about in connection with our ancestors. And yesterday, I was talking to my brother, and he said that his roommate showed him a video of Trump saying more than once, because I seen more than one, I pulled him up, basically, what's the word? I'll take those out. Basically, he was saying America is not going to be woke. Everybody who is woke needs to go back to sleep. And I'm just like, and it was like about different subjects. And I'm just like, bro, I mean, everything he says, his lips, his whole energy looks stiff, stuck. He looks like a wax model. Like he looks like he's from the movie Wax Museum, I think it was, or Wax House. Like, just, but going back to the day right now, All Hallows Eve is, you know, it was originally, the purpose of it was to connect to our passed on loved ones. That's what this day is about, because it's when the veil is the thinnest of the entire year. Excuse me, guys. I was out all night door dashing from like, what time did I leave out of here? Like 7 p.m. to like 9 in the morning. Let me call Dre called me. So I'm just going to anoint myself with oils real quick that I make. And I do have these available on my Etsy shop. Different types are available on my Etsy shop. Oh, did this nigga say Tyler Perry? I'm so done. Oh, no. Did you say Tyler Perry?
I said, see what time the Perry Ave should start, and I'm going to go in kind of late. That's what I said.
I swore I heard Tyler Perry. What y'all hear? Anyway, I guess see what time Perry. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just, yeah. So this one is a rose petal. It's got mica minerals in it. It smells, I mixed it with the PUSSY oil from the beauty salons, or the beauty supply stores that are in my local area. I didn't use a lot. I literally just used the dab. Mommy, I've never added
Daddy told you to give me some cereal.
I've never.
He's not letting me let him do it.
Go tell him that I'm on live doing a reading.
Okay.
Wait, what did he? Cereal?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell him I'm doing a reading.
Okay.
What was I saying? Oh my god, this is why I don't do this until nighttime, but it's Halloween, so what was I saying? I don't even remember. I'm gonna light some Pollo Santo. Pollo Santo is very powerful. It is the Pollo Santo is one name for it, and holy wood is another. Now there are certain ways that you have to burn it, or else it won't stay lit and it won't smoke properly. So you need to hold it sideways, light it with a regular lighter or torch, and hold it like at an angle, kind of. What when it's lit, hold it like that. I would recommend I hold it down for as long as I feel called to, because if you don't do this and don't allow the fire to take up the wood enough, once you blow it and you want to do your cleansing either around your house, on your auric system, your auric field, your meridians, your chakra system, which is all a part of the same temple, the same body. I just was pointing out specific systems. Look at that flame, y'all. Ooh, we're gonna have just a moment of silence for our ancestors, our past on loved ones, those unknown and known. Okay, again, Pollo Santo, this is much more ethically and culturally, what's the word I'm looking for, appropriate to harvest versus white sage. Okay, now this can cleanse your chakras. Look at all that smoke, y'all. So I'm gonna cleanse my decks. And guess what? I was literally gifted. Look at all that smoke. Ooh, I love seeing when I'm cleansing stuff, like say items from a store I buy. Anything I buy, I cleanse. I smoke cleanse myself in the shower. For certain rituals, I utilize smoke a lot, and when you use smoke to cleanse things, you can see it, and that's what I like about it. So let's have a moment of silence really quickly. If you're here while I'm live or after, if you feel called to pour a glass of water, and then at the end of the video, if you stay till the end, or whenever you decide to cut the video off, go pour the water out in your front yard, or on the sidewalk if you don't have a yard, or if you're already outside while you're watching, you can even do a and spit. And I know that may sound weird or not normal, but it definitely is, because spit is connected to life force. It's connected to DNA. It's connected to your lineage, your potent energy. It symbolizes life force. It symbolizes liquid. It symbolizes authority. It symbolizes like, and you can just do that and say, this is for all of those who passed on and whose souls aren't at rest, or feel uneasy. I have a lot of stuff written in my journals and stuff for certain rituals that you can do, because this is essential. I'm bringing this up for a reason, you guys. The land needs acknowledgement. The land needs reclamation. The land needs witnessing. The land needs love, okay? And the more of us that there are doing that, either together, individually, community-based, the more impact the land will have. And let me give you an example. Like, well, why do we need to have an impact on the land? I mean, there's many different reasons, and some are very clear. Some may not be as clear in the forefront of your mind when I say that. But for example, I also, real quick, today I went and saw my dad, right? And literally he was looking for a picture that he said he was going to give me. Couldn't find the picture, but when he opened his drawer, you guys, I saw these. Now, if you know, you know. When I saw these, it was like a glimpse from the past, a nostalgia when I saw these. Now, I've seen the red decks, of course, and I believe these are a mini version, because I feel like Riderback. Hold on, let me see. The U.S. playing card. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just so used to now, like, Poker 808. Okay. Maybe I'm just so used to my, because like look at the difference. My Oracle cards versus these. Like maybe I'm just used to bigger cards. So I'm like, have they always been this small? But if you know, you know. When I saw these, when I was a little girl, yo, my mom taught me how to shuffle. And when I saw these, I was just like so in awe and reminiscing and just expressing like I literally was taught and learned how to shuffle via these decks. There is a red deck and a navy blue deck. And yeah, I definitely need to share this because it's part of my journey and experience. When I first started this path 6 years ago, being consciously on my spiritual path, I've always been in touch and more attuned spiritually than most people around me my whole life. But 6 years ago is when I like fully stepped in as an adult, as a stable adult, you know, claiming my role in life, my many roles, my many hats that I wear. And these cards, so I was gifted a deck, a tarot deck. And, you know, I didn't really know much about tarot at that point. But they say, like, that is essentially how it's supposed to go.
The kid's making my cheese, but
Hey, she's not what? Hey! Your Cheetos? Okay, calm down. Hey, I'm on live. Hold on. Okay. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Can I? Okay, hold on.
It's so big.
Lo siento, y'all. This is exactly why I don't get on live. This is partly the reason why I took a step back from YouTube. Hold on, I got Cheetos. Okay. Now I need to cleanse my hands because I'm doing a reading. Hold on, you guys. 1944 on the clock. Haven't even started the reading yet. 1944 is the year my grandmother was born. I need to go cleanse my hands real quick. Hold on, y'all. Perfectly imperfect children. Let me put on some music for y'all while I go wash my hands so you're not just looking at a screen. I'm sorry. So whatever song I click on is relevant. That was vibes. That was like this song my brother just put me on. Let's just play like a couple more seconds of it. I just cleansed my hands. Okay, so hold on. 13, that number is significant. 4, okay. 31, take it how it resonates. Put it where it's meant to go. Tailor it, customize it, attune it to your energy, okay? That I just had a sticker that doesn't even belong to my sweater with the number 13. Are there any letters on here? Because that could be for specific people, like your names. If you're on here, we've got checked, QCOK. So the collective may be, people want to come through, people want to come forward and check on you, but don't know how. They're trying to see if you're okay. Some of them are monitoring spirits, okay? I'm getting something about animals of significance checked. So with those letters involved, any of those letters, CHECKED, could be a part of your name, somebody close to you. I just heard maybe an enemy from the past. Okay, now I'm hearing something else. All right. What is that saying? Like, the enemy of my, hold on. What is it? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Something like that. That's for somebody specific. All right, I'm just going to finish. I'm wheezing a little bit from the Pollo Santo. I'm going to just play a couple more seconds of this. And finish what this. Close the door. I just started again. Okay.
I'm done. And I need to tell you something. Coco said he's going to come back here. And then he said he's going to take me.
He's just joking. Okay?
No, I just said no.
Okay. I'm in the middle of a reading. No, but you can take it. Here, close the door, please. I didn't even talk about the cards here because of my interruption, but sorry you guys. Take it out there. So these cards are what taught me how to shuffle, and not only that, like a flyer came out. You can actually divine with these cards. That's how gypsies did it. There's literally like a gypsy deck, actually, like way old, okay, kind of ancient deck that has to do with gypsies. But when I was gifted my first tarot deck, which at that time I was kind of clueless, I guess you could say, about tarot. I've seen, of course, everybody sees when they drive around, they see the shops that say tarot reader or whatever, but like my third eye was completely covered. We've got a king and queen energy out here, so divine feminine, divine masculine. Ooh, we've got cups, water energy, that's hearts, and queens or diamonds. No, you just ate. We've got diamonds, which is air.
Hers.
Okay, has her what?
Her chips. So I want some.
Nazir, I just gave you some. I don't know what your energy is about. Hold on, you guys. You can have a couple, but you just, no, take that out there. That's your cup. Thank you, sir. I love you.
Yeah, but that was
I love you.
yesterday.
Yeah, that's fine. It's still your cup. Anyway, Queen of Diamonds is air, represents swords, I believe. Hopefully I'm right. But I know hearts. So King and Queen, this may be, a love connection. Basically, I'm not trying to divine fully with these cards. That was not my point, but it is kind of dope. And it speaks to the African diaspora in regard to how the churches back then And even aside from the church, those who came here from via slave ships, okay, those who came here and they had their African traditions, okay, they had their cultures, their rituals, their spiritual knowledge. When they came here, were brought here, were forced to come here, those that actually survived, they had to conceal what they knew. They had to conceal their rituals. So this is a great example of a way that they concealed divination, connection to spirit, via a regular card deck. And at the beginning of my journey, like I was saying before, I had to do something for my son, was on the beginning of my journey when I was gifted my first tarot deck. My mind went back like into that time capsule energy that I was talking about, nostalgia, and I saw and got a flash of these cards, which are, if you're a 90s baby, stop it! You're banging on my door, Nazir. You've come in here. No. You've come in here 3 times. Your dad is out there, Poppy. You came in here screaming the first time. And Mommy told you that she was doing a reading. I didn't say you could have a bowl full. You just ate. You just ate. Get up. Come here, please. No, come here, please. Come here. Here. This is all you're getting, okay? Close the door. I love you. I'm not going to take long because we have to get ready to go.
Yeah.
Now I have to wash my hands again.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Trick or treating. Okay. I just anointed my hands. No. I'm not interrupting this reading again. There's a lot of interference. This may be going on in the collective, but literally, like I was saying earlier, this is partly of why I took a step back from my channel, because working a 9-to-5 job, okay, you leave out the house 7 a.m. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. you leave out, you get back after 7 p.m. Like, my YouTube channel thrived. I went viral almost immediately, okay? And I had to take a step back because I had 3 NDEs. For those of you who don't know what that means, I had 3 near-death experiences while in childbirth with my son. And for those of you who know this channel and have been in this sacred sanctuary, here in the corner of YouTube, here in the heart, here in the nervous system of YouTube, you know that I was pregnant when I started my channel. Was I pregnant? Yeah, I believe I was. Or I believe I was pregnant but didn't know yet and found out. And then my whole pregnancy I was, on my channel, making content and stuff. Thriving, going viral. It was amazing. You guys were everything. You guys were so much more than you even probably realize. Like, you were my family. You are my family. I'm getting emotional. I've been up for a long time, okay? So my point behind that was, I don't know, because I was interrupted again. Oh, cleansing my hands. Here, I'll just anoint them again with my oil, because I can still feel the soap in some water. But that's partly why I took a step back. But this is probably very relevant, because everything that happens in a reading is very symbolic, is very detailed, and it needs to be taken as such. So, back to these cards. When I saw them in my dad's drawer, I was taken back, and I saw myself sitting at my dining room table, 10, 11, 8, between 8, 9, 10, 11-ish, in PG County, and I was learning how to shuffle. So I learned how to shuffle with this very deck, except for it was navy blue. If you know, you know. So when I was gifted my first tarot deck 6 years ago, my mind saw and got a glimpse of this in a vision, also in a claircognizant or clairsentient form, which is our senses. Those are our gifts, our abilities. And like I said in the previous video, all of us have those abilities. We're just so disconnected to what was rightfully ours, what was rightfully given to us, what is our mother birthright, okay? Birthrights. So the collective has been feeling, I'm hearing chaos magic, chaotic, and it also has everything as above, so below. Everything that happens in the constellations, in the ethers, and the Milky Way, all right, happens down here. And it speaks to even the fact that I'm on here on Halloween when the veil is the thinnest. Like, the way things are aligned, if you're aligned and in tuned in on a certain frequency, the way I line up with the moon is crazy, like so crazy. But and the way I align with dates and timings, the veil is the thinnest right now. So the connection between the physical and the spiritual is heightened, you know. So that's the week that I chose to go and premiere my content, which I posted my premiere video. But stop it now! Thank you. You're ruining the floor and your shoes doing that. So 6 of Spades just came out, which I believe represent wands. Yes. So I know for sure 8s are cups, water energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So, and I do speak, or was when I was putting out a lot of content. Look at that. 9 of Spades on the bottom. I know I'm all over the place speaking to the collective energy that I'm tapped into, the algorithm here on YouTube. The collective, I feel like the collective, due to systemic oppression of survival-based methods that have been influenced, enforced, and forced on the collective here, whether you're in the United States or abroad. I'm not going to say I can't, because I don't believe in impossible. The collective is in this stuck energy. It's like you're stuck, but yeah, you're all over the place. It's like you're a Tasmanian devil, but you're also like a mime at the same time. Hey, I didn't even mean to rhyme. Okay, sorry. But that's what I'm getting with the collective. And I don't know if Mercury is in retrograde, but you might even find yourself like stumbling on your words with the King of the King of Hearts and the Queen of Diamonds. I feel like too, there's somebody in your energy collective that, like I was saying earlier, to circle back to the monitoring spirits aspect through animals. It's very important. There's so much shit that I want to touch on. We're gonna pull out some cards. Nazir, please close the door. This is like the 6th time that you've come in here. You're not getting any more Cheetos. You just had Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and you just came from the Halloween party. And we still have to go crazy on candy in a little while. We're not going to eat any more Cheetos, because if we eat Cheetos, your belly will be too big. It won't be able to hold any of the candy. So let mommy do my reading, please. I love you. Give me a kiss. It's not going to fit. No. And then your booty butt's going to be all backed up and stuff. And you're going to stink up the whole house if you eat all that. Cheese and candy is not a good combo.
It's going to break the wall.
Yeah, it probably will. Give me a kiss.
Yeah, when you're
I love you.
Tall.
Yeah, so give me a kiss. Yeah. I'm doing a reading.
So all tall,
yeah.
You'll hit the wall and the wall will break.
Oh my gosh, I know. I love you. Give me a kiss. Mwah. I love you. I've been on here 35 minutes already, and I haven't even done any readings or anything. Everything that I'm saying, I do miss you so much.
Yeah,
I told you that earlier. I love you more. You're so handsome.
Are you in the bathroom?
No.
Let's take a shower.
Oh, yeah. You saw me in the shower when I told you I loved you and I missed you today. What I was saying was everything I say here on my reading or on my videos are messages. So, and I'm really talking to myself because I'm like feeling bad that I haven't used any cards or anything. But it is what it is. Y'all are going to see me in my real raw, because I feel like too that may be what it has to be connected to. It is connected to the collective. You may be holding yourself back due to your current environment, your situation, things that are going on. Hold on. Some of you may even be like really hardcore perfectionists. So you're the type of individual or you may have certain quirks. Like, you may be low-key, like, messy a little bit, but that's only because you're, like, on the spectrum of being a genius and shit. So, like, certain things, like, your clothes may be a mess, but then you might have everything else. You know where everything is, though. And then you have your quirks with you, like, you're not going to do something unless you're going to do it all the way. Like, when it comes to how you show up every day for yourself, for those that you love. Okay, that is your natural energy that I'm tapping into in the collective. And we did pull with the tarot. We have the Empress, Ten of Wands, and Prince of Cups. Yeah. So also what I'm getting to is this. Some of you collective here, either live or afterwards, like viewing the video, this reading, this message, this video, this transmission, either have a son. Some of you may have even, some of you have a son. Some of you have a little brother or little brothers. Some of you are could be somebody's little brother. Some of you may be dealing with someone in an intimate connection that is a prince and you need a king. Some of you, like, I feel like, okay, right when I said that, I was receiving, you're receiving a prince cup from your king, from your divine masculine, when what you need is your cup filled. Nazir, when what you need is your cup filled with that grown man or grown woman, but this is specifically for a female. You need that grown masculine. Say it with your chest, but be gentle. I'm hearing, you gotta be sensitive with roses, open but this. All right, that's significant. Roses as well, you guys. So Sisterhood of the Rose, the last name in my family, DeRosa, of Rose. Something about to romance, being connected to. Okay, give your body time. What do we always talk about? When we don't give our body time, guess what happens? What? Our body winds up not functioning. Our body is like a luxury vehicle. It needs high maintenance. Oh, look, it's starting to work, right? Yeah, when you don't fine tune. Yeah, when you don't fine tune your body and you don't take time with your body, Nazi, it'll start malfunctioning. It will appear as though our body is betraying us, or when really it's our free will that had us decide in the first place that we didn't want to wait or give our body time to allow it to do the natural process. I know it's coming. Yeah, but that's why you need to listen to me. He's 3. He will be 4 next week. I don't think 3. Okay. But yeah, that's significant too. So some of you may even be, some of you here may have or be connected close with somebody who has autoimmune disease. Somebody may have aches and pains. And for some of you, a lot of these are spiritual symptoms. Yeah, this was kind of connected to a message I had the other day where, sorry, I'm really tired, but I have to get these messages out. How our bodies will tell us things, our nervous system, our spirit, our soul will tell us things before our body and our mind has caught up, has time to catch up. So like, those aha moments when you reflect back, or spirit or your higher self takes you back to a moment and you're like, oh wow, that's why that happened, or that is your mind confirming what your spirit already knew in that moment. Yeah, so back to the Prince of Cups energy. And I'm also getting, because this type of stuff always comes up because of my role in death and the psycho pump energy that I wield and all of that, the work that I do. I'm getting some of you, even if not in this life, in a past life, had trigger warning, either a miscarriage, abortion, stillborn birth, or, wow, this is a lot. And it goes for like, I love how Spirit is taking me through all the different levels and ranges of who this could connect for. and how there's so many different scenarios just from starting from one, something that started out just as one. That's also reproductive. So this could have even been you in a past life. Either you lost a baby that was a boy and you were wondering what their sex or gender was, but then you also, hold on, and then you also could have been that baby boy in a past life and you died as a baby and your mother passed in childbirth. So give me 1 second and I'll be right back. Actually, I'll play the song Roses real quick while I go help my son out real quick. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I think y'all will like this song. Let me know in the comments, because I see people on here but nobody is commenting or interacting, which is very strange.
Mommy.
I'm continuing to be interrupted. If you come, please do not come in here again and ask me about trick-or-treating. You just ate. I said I would let you know when it was time to leave.
Yeah.
I told you I was doing a reading. Your brother is in here and he's been in here 6 times already. I've been on this reading for 42 minutes. Okay? Hold on. Okay, I clicked on a mother's prayer. So I'm just going to play it. Vibe in my lane. Hello. Just found out my daughter had an abortion this summer. I was so mad she didn't tell me and she would do it alone, thinking I would be mad at her. It's still a lot to process. Hold up. Wow. What I was just saying hold up for was the first thing and the color of my ring. Ooh, spirit is, I said in the beginning, y'all, I put rose essential oil on my hands just now and washed them. Your first comment was blue hearts, light blue, baby blue, okay? My ring that I'm like, that's clear as day, right in the camera, baby blue. I can't make this shit up. I'm so glad this shit happened on live. And I'm my condolences, my deep condolences. Let me know. Now I'm thinking, let me know if you want my deepest condolences to you and your daughter. Her going, see that, even that pain. So that trauma, that's also significant in the message for the collective, is how trauma spreads. How, oh, that's what I was saying earlier. What started off as one, spread it out. That is so profound. You put light blue hearts. I talk about a passed on deceased baby boy, and then you just come through with that. And then I can't stop looking at this. Literally sitting on my desk, group. Really, spirit, like now I'm like getting all teary-eyed and and I was just singing a mother's prayer. So what I was going to say was, see, I'm feeling your pain. So that song was for you, and that song was for your daughter as well. What's your daughter's name? Because I'm going to do something for her right now on camera. I'm feeling your pain of things that are out of our control, and nobody from childhood on up, nobody talks about coping mechanisms for these type of things, okay? like how does one cope? And we're not asking, I feel like they weren't asking enough questions. For those that are born from like maybe the 80s to the early 2000s, back then we were the guinea pigs. We were the test subjects. Danny, okay, hold on. We were the test subjects. So like they were figuring shit out with us, and then we're the ones that are basically being taught and learning via intuition, via discernment, via our connection with our higher self, spirit, angels, the demons that we slay and battle on a daily. And we're winding up putting that, not only we're that one piece also. Damn, this shit has layers. We're that one piece that started off as one, but it's so much more, because we're going backwards and forwards. And that's some pressure. There's pressure in that, being responsible. And then you're put in a position with your daughter where you were denied being there. And maybe at that time, maybe what I'm getting for you is maybe at that time you weren't in a space. I'm getting it two-sided, a message for you and your daughter, so this is something you can even say to her. Maybe at that time you were going through something that spirit knew. And then I'm getting the last 6 months, the months leading up to around the time that your daughter had that abortion. There's something that happened that enough is enough. And if you had heard that, even though you're hearing it now, there's something very significant and different about if you would have heard it in the moment while she was feeling that pain, while you would have been overloaded, whether you realized it or not in the interim. Your nervous system, it would have been too charged. Um, and I'm saying that to say, like, finding out after the fact, there's already been time to kind of heal, to grieve. Now, if she had told you when it was happening, you would have channeled because you were a mother, okay? And this is part of my path too, is the midwife work that I do in between realms, but also with mothers, okay? And those who wanted or tried to become mothers or didn't want the sacrifice, the responsibility of becoming a mother, and she has that right to choose. Um, oh, what was I saying? Oh my God. Mm-mm. Mm-mm, Spirit, come on, bring it back, please. What did I just say before that? Oh, okay, got it. Thank you, Spirit. Um, this is where my midwife work comes in and my death doula work comes in. And I'm so honored to even have these gifts. But um, if you would have gotten that information head on in the middle of that, because the connection between our kids is so profound on an ethereal frequency, algorithmic, spiritual level, through the umbilical cord, okay? There is always going to be that connection that tethers you to the children that you bring into this world and to the children that you don't bring into this world. So there's something very significant about the timing. You were not told that because of your mental health, your emotional health, the things that you've sacrificed as a mother, as a woman, and more than likely a woman of color, a woman of minority that had to battle things that no, not our ancestors paved the way for us to be where we are today. But that doesn't mean that we don't have sacrifices and that we don't have things that we have to battle, like I was saying, for the past and the future. You feel me? Because we're all in different time frames. We're all in different, energies and um, storylines than others. But what I was getting was the umbilical cord is significant. And then I'm going to do a prayer for the baby and your daughter and you in a second. But there's still something that needs to come through from the umbilical cord aspect. There would have been an overload, a shock to your system. I'm seeing like lights flashing, like blinking, warning. So you being told it after the fact, after, you know, your daughter did what she did. Oh, that's what it was. Taking me back to your daughter's message was that she didn't tell you because she saw how there were certain ways that you struggled, that you, so much was put on you, that so much was put on you that, how old was the baby? She told me she wished she didn't do it. Did she say that to you before or after? Did she say that to you before or after you responded to her? And you said, what did you say? I just found out my daughter had an abortion this summer. I was so mad. I was so mad. See? And that's the thing with us and kids and then us being children. Put yourself in your daughter's shoes, right? And I'll just use me, my childhood, or just an aspect of it that relates to this, because I'm always putting myself in other aspects, other people's shoes. So I'm naturally very considerate, and for the most part, aside from being fake, phony, and like doing sneaky shit to the ones you love, I can relate and I can understand why people do shit. Now, when a line is drawn when I love you, I ride for you, I show you who I am, and I'm just loving the shit out of you, and I'm not perfect, but I'm motherfucking, if perfect could be perfect, that would be me when it comes to how you treat people. So when people treat people that they love, even strangers, fucked up, that I can't resonate with. I don't understand why you do it. I just don't get it. I mean, I can say, oh, they just don't love themselves. They were never taught, but bitch, I wasn't never taught either. But anyway, back on topic. Um, that goes back to like me and us being women, women of color, okay, women of minority, women who are more than likely, maybe or not, raised by single mothers, right? There's that single mother syndrome that, and I heard that from my mom actually, that gets passed down subconsciously. It's embedded, where we don't want to put that on our moms. We want to, because I took on so much, because I'm a CPS removal survivor. And I feel like when I was a kid, after being taken away and then being reunited with my mom, because of how traumatized I was and how I left, and how much I remember from what happened, everything after that that happened to me that wasn't good or could have gotten me or someone else in trouble, or things that were serious like sexual abuse, um, being bullied at school for being the minority, that those are things that I dealt with. I'm speaking for myself. I didn't bring that up to my mom. Like I took all that. I took all that pain. Who said Georgia, on Ginny and Georgia? Maybe you need to watch that movie if you haven't, because that's a specific message for you, because she literally, Georgia is the mom, and she literally, I don't even want to be a spoiler, but it's connected to your story on the last season. She basically goes through what you and your daughter are going through, except for she came to her mom and told her, and she let her daughter make the choice. I wouldn't have been there. I would have been there, right? Yeah, I know. But what I was gonna say is about how when you said you were mad about it, that's what we naturally are intimidated or afraid of when it comes to our parents. Like, matter of fact, let me get my makeup while I'm doing this, because I'm not pulling no cards right now and I still need to get ready for trick or treating. So I'm just gonna do my eyebrows, but I'm still gonna talk. That's like one thing that kids are like, they fearful of is we are fearful of disappointing our parents. We're fearful of letting our parents down. We're fearful. We don't want them mad at us, because they're our first introduction to love, to life, to people, you know? And especially women, us girls. Like, I'm not saying that boys are excluded, but, you know, and that's starting to change, especially if we're conscious parents and mothers, and, you know, raising our sons to know that it's okay to be emotional. Um, but yeah, so um, it's not even that your intention wasn't coming from it, because of course it was. You're feeling the pain of your daughter not allowing you to be there for her when you're her mother. That is what you are. So that's what you're here for, or that's what, you know, we think that we're here for. Also, there's something about that experience that she too had to go through alone. You didn't
wipe my butt good?
Yes, I did.
This is right here.
Well, then you might have sharded. No, but I did. I wiped it like 5 times, and then I got it wet and wiped it again.
Why did you get
But
it wet?
you can get in the I'll put the water on and you can wash your butt real quick.
In the tub?
No, in the sink. Yes, in the tub.
No,
No, don't put those shorts back on. You just showed me a skid mark.
That's
Take
okay.
them off.
That's okay.
No, it's not okay. Hold on.
I don't think it's
I'm going to play this. Nazir, hold on. Her to a place where you've ferried her into a place that is safe. Motherhood is never over. Motherhood never ends. Motherhood doesn't stop once they're a certain age. But I feel like there's something about motherhood now that I'm even seeing through this message that is like a shapeshifter. It changes, it morphs. You know, our baby birds are meant to fly and leave the nest eventually and start their own family. That doesn't mean that we're no longer connected to them. That doesn't mean that they're no longer our babies. That just means that it's time for certain experiences to happen and be a learning experience. a coping experience. She will be, oh, 17, 8. There's, okay, so once seeing that age, I saw 8. That's my favorite number, infinity. That could be for the baby. Infinity. That can be the baby's like name that she, because it's good when we have like a child or a person that
Hey, Mom,
close.
guess what? Poku was saying,
I don't
shut
care.
your ass up at the store.
Okay, don't cuss
For
again.
For a long day.
You keep coming in here. You're interrupting me about Poku.
And then,
I love you, and you're still continuing. Please
then,
go. We are not.
And then,
hold on.
No, okay.
Hold on. My God. What is going on? You went to bed late and you got up early. What was that? Come here. Come here. What's going on? You've had a tough day. Okay, you didn't have mommy in the morning. That was different. That was a first in
Because
days.
you saw the cover? Because you saw the cover?
No, I just know. Cover? No, I just know you went to bed late because you were calling me from the house late. And I kept saying you need to go to sleep. Please, no. Don't smash those together. Go. Can y'all go? No, no more conversation. I'm in the middle of a reading. This is where mommy has to take back boundaries. Okay? Okay? I have put my entire channel on hold for like 3 years, literally. Close the door, please. I love you guys so much. We are about to have our time soon, okay? Infinity. It's very important when there is a baby, a spirit, a deceased loved one, a passed on loved one. Sorry, my hair is like so wet and it's really getting on my nerves and I have to do it. I have to put braiding hair in it for my costume. It's very important that we give that spirit, that baby, not only witnessing, not only don't just witness the spirit, name the spirit, because I don't know how far along she was, but by doing that, it not only helps heal that spirit, but that spirit is you in another form. So it's essentially a give. You're getting back what you're giving. So I just got infinity, and I'm going to recite something for you and your daughter and infinity. Bear with me. Oh, I'm getting now infinity because they live on. They live on, this baby infinity, that your daughter chose herself. And even though that life would have been an extension of herself, that was part of herself that wasn't ready to be birthed yet, for whatever reason. Okay, so here's the invocation for Danny, you, and infinity. Let me know if you want to write it down or screen record it. and this is my offering to you. I also want to say, because this is a live and it will be posted on my profile later, this whole channel, everything I'm doing is fully like funded by me. Time, energy. In less than a year, or I guess around a year's time, I have been wrongfully let go from positions, 3 separate positions, all around peer recovery coach work with lived experience dealing with people with addiction and mental health issues. It is a systemic flaw in both the health system and the community and just the government. So any offerings or donations, even if it's 50 cents, are greatly appreciated. I'm not saying you have to give anything at all. This is just part of something that I have to do for the sustainment and sustainability and stability of me and my family. So I just want to say that for those who watch later on and see it. Yeah, I have PayPal, my love. Yes, I do. Um, is I have a link in one of my videos, but I think that there's a way. I actually have Ko-fi too. Hold on, let me see, because I know that my Cash App, I'm in the negative because I just was wrongfully fired 2 weeks ago. So I was dealing with sewage issues, and we had to like uproot and move really quickly. And I mean, fecal matter all over the fucking place, just random shit. Like the house was literally purging. Um, and I told my manager, like, hey, I need some time off. I've accrued a lot of PTO. Long story short, took some time off, asked when my return date was. They didn't respond for 2 days. Then I get a fucking email saying my name has voluntarily terminated herself. And I'm like, the fuck? Like, and mind you, this job, my supervisor's 78 years old, still working in the crisis intervention department. Like, so much shit. But long story short, like, I even filed an OSHA complaint because I was basically like whistleblowing situations that I was seeing in the hospital that were negligent, that were leading to people's deaths, okay? Leading to people being intubated, patients that people were intervening within my department, intervening on my peer work, people seeking help, people who are severely addicted to opiates, seeking help, but being discharged. And they're willing to pay tens and thousands of dollars, and I track them down because I'm a good ass investigator. That's why I do psychic investigative work. I do the mediumship where, you know, that is my skill set. I know how to channel across the board, but those who have passed on, babies especially, because I had a very profound experience where I know I'm all over the place, but there's a lot going on. It is Halloween, okay? Spirits is thriving and trying to go back and forth. And so I had a very profound experience where I was led to Lullaby Land. And I noticed it was all the babies who had passed on in the graveyard where my grandmother is laid to rest. And all of their graves had so much debris on it. I could tell that nobody had come to see those babies in so long. And even though I was there on the anniversary of my grandmother's transition, even though I was there for her, and I was just trying to find a spigot with water to fill her vase up with water for an offering. And I saw Lullaby Land. So I went, and there was like 50 to 60 gravestones, and I wiped and cleaned all of them off. All the babies. And on the last one, I got a bramble wound. You need to look that up. That is going to be something that activates and awakens something in your ancestral DNA that you need to look up after this video. And I didn't forget about the invocation and my Ko-fi. So I got a bramble wound, which there was no thorn, nothing sharp. And on my last stone that I was cleaning off, I got pricked by something and I started bleeding. And I'm like, oh shit, I don't know what it means to bleed in the cemetery, but I take everything as a sign and symbolic. And so I immediately ran to my car, got peppermint bark chocolate, which is so bomb, that I got from my grandmother. I got like a couple pieces in an incense, came back, offered Lullaby Land some chocolate and incense, and then babies babies and, you know, those who have passed on, and that's all the area of my skill set. So I'm honored to do this work and to be here for you and all of you, whether you're here during the live or after the fact. So let me look up real quick. Matter of fact, we'll do the payment stuff after because this is really important. So if you can, just ground yourself. If you're sitting down or if you're standing up, take a seat. Okay. And I want to know your name too. Names are important so that the energy goes directly to you. I just have. Oh, she was 3 months along. I didn't see that. 317. Wow. Okay. My birthday's March 12th. 317 is St. Patrick's Day, which is connected to the fairies, the fairy realm, earth angels, your bloodline. You guys have the women in you. I would really love Sarah. Wow. Okay. Speaking of your bloodline, I don't know if you know this, but Sarah is the daughter of Jesus and Mary Magdalene. After Jesus was, he rose from the tomb and resurrected, Mary Magdalene went on a very intense quest of like being hidden, and Sarah was also a part of that that hidden aspect of Mary Magdalene and Jesus's divine union and love, because religion tells us, oh no, Jesus, he was above loving a female or having a interaction with a woman. But what is the Holy Grail? Like, we're not even going to get into all that, but basically, okay, Sarah. 3 months, 317, I was connecting that with the Fae, the fairy realm, your bloodline being very magical, the women of your, there are so many keys and locks that are going to be unlocked tonight, today, right now, and for the next like week or two, because the energy from All Hallows Eve, where the veil is the thinnest right now between the spiritual and the physical, I would even recommend telling your daughter to create an altar, a safe space, even if it's a tiny area, to honor, to witness that baby. Infinity. 317, clovers. This is like a direct channel for her. Wherever she is, I don't know if you guys have land, but there's grass and grassy areas all over the place. She needs to pick out three clovers in connection with that. She was 3 months pregnant and she's 17. 3 plus 4 is 7. Remember earlier I was saying there's something specific about the age 8, or maybe I didn't say that, but I wanted to. So yeah, she needs to get 3 clovers from somewhere and add that to her offering, her area. She could even do something small like this. Like, when we think about altars, like, it doesn't have to be anything outlandish. Like, this is like a seashell where I put earrings, seashells, like little flowers, and they're yellow. They're the goddess Oshun's color. That's the goddess Oshun's color. A penny. It's very important to just, like, coins are very a very potent tool in spirituality and practice. And also these, I could even blow one for her as part of the working that I'm going to do for her right now for the baby. I literally picked all of these off of a dandelion instead of blowing it. That's the first time I've ever done that, because all of these little things at the bottom are seeds, and I can use them to plant them at my house, in my yard. Oh wow, the seeds are coming out. Look at that. Another seed will be birthed and planted in divine timing for not only her, but the spirit and you. There is something significant about that. Only one seed fell out, and all of the seeds are connected to the fuzzy thing, but that one doesn't have no fuzzy thing on it. So this seed is for that baby. That makes sense because it's separated from the fuzzy thing. And what I'm getting is the reason why the fuzzy thing isn't here anymore is because of how far along she was. Okay. So that baby is like her guardian angel now. Even though from the untrained, the brainwashed, the systemic blasphemy and propaganda that they've pushed since the beginning about women, and you know, like, we're made to make babies, and yes, we are naturally, yes, but we also have and should have, haven't always had, rights and freedom to choose. So yeah, okay, let's get into this. This is deep. We need to get each other's contact information. I need you to email me like very soon. Oh, look at that. Damn. Okay. And I'll make sure that I send the Ko-fi stuff. I just have to look it up because I just created it. Okay, so I have the seed here, and I'll blow it for her. I wish she could see this. Maybe you could tell her to go, like, afterwards, after I post it, you can come back and send it to her and tell her to fast forward to this time, or even have her start at the point when I even started channeling the part about a deceased baby, Prince of Cups, right? Okay, here we go. So it's on my pointer finger. Ground yourself. Breathe in through your nose. Sit up straight. Hold for a second and breathe out. Oh, stretch your neck if you haven't done that. Unwind a little bit, because everything you feel, your baby girl can feel, and so on and so forth. Okay? All right. Spirit of life that moves through all generations, we open this moment to truth, mercy, and release on All Hallows Eve, 2025, 10/31/25. We call the circle of women before us and after us, those who bore, those who lost, those who chose, those who were never given the choice. May their hands steady the hearts here now. For Danny, child of the present, we ask, may her body remember its strength and her spirit forgive itself for simply being human. Let her dreams stay open, her steps unburdened. For her mother, Sarah, witness, ooh, okay. Okay. For her mother, witness and protector, may understanding rise where sorrow once stood. Allow compassion to become her language. Let her see her daughter not through fear or burden or shame for not being there at that moment in time for her daughter, but through love reborn. For infinity, the spirit unborn, For infinity, the spirit unborn yet eternal, we name you in light. We return you to the river of beginnings. We name you in light. May you carry blessings back into the unseen. And in your quiet way, teach us that endings are only thresholds. 3 generations, 1 breath. Let grief be a teacher, not a jailer. Let love be the final word. So may it be, we have spoken through the sisterhood and divine collective of aligned and divine timing here on this platform. Okay. And I don't see anybody on live anymore, so I hope you saw that. All right. Oh! Okay. I have not even started my fucking makeup. I don't even know what colors I'm going to put yet. Oh, I think she left. Okay, it's all right. Oh, this mirror is so... Oh, I'm sad now because it says that you left. I really hope you saw that. And I know I said I was sorry for crying. I'm unapologetic, but I wasn't, that's the thing with this work. You never know what's going to come up. So there really is no prepping. I can anoint, I can cleanse the space, purify the space, call in my intention. But like, I didn't know. Prince of Cups, I got all of that. You wind up saying that, your daughter went through that loss a couple months back, and all I saw was Prince of Cups, and I immediately just felt that baby's spirit. So yeah, that's why I was apologizing, because I'm like caught off guard. Not even caught off guard, that's not the right word. It's more so, you're a beautiful soul. Oh, so are you. I'm just a reflection of you, and you're so welcome. I want to make sure that Danny sees it, because that's important. That'll lock in the healing, the intention behind it even more, and I really want her to create a space for that. Maybe light a white candle. They even have, I don't know what state you're in, but at a local grocery store of mine, I was not hip until like recently, but they have like memorial candles for like $1, and they're in like the Asian aisle where all the rice and stuff is. Like, how they have like the Latin aisle in the grocery stores, and then the Asian aisle. They're on like the bottom shelf, and they're only $1. But wow, I definitely want to connect more. I know I still need to look up the Kofi, California. Oh, so you might not have a Giant. Giant is the name of the grocery store. But you can even go to a local Botanica. I even sell candles. Yeah, I have an Etsy shop. I make products. I was showing that in the beginning. I don't know how long you've been on the video or not. Let me look up the Kofi. The fact that you're even willing to like donate means so much. And like I said in my video, that was like my reemergence video that I wound up deleting because I noticed that something got edited wrong, so I deleted it. I put in there like, or I think I did on my community post, that like those who show offerings and like show support, as little as it may be or may seem, it's totally profound in my life, in my experience right now, in my time right now, because I literally DoorDash for like 12, 13 hours. My phone is cut off. And this is me being fully transparent. I did not come on my YouTube 3 years ago starting out. Like, I was transparent, but not about like anything like this. I DoorDashed all night to make sure my phone wasn't cut off, and my phone bill is $186 total because it's past due. And I literally made $179, so my phone is off because I didn't have the $6 to make up for it. But I'm just like, you know what? I have to keep going. Like, we're not defined by those type of things, because I feel free. For the last 6 years, I have been like locked down by a 9 to 5. I've missed so much of my baby's life, like being at work. So, I mean, not saying I haven't ran into, interference with, my partner, and, financial stuff. I mean, I've only been out of work for 2.5 months, but yeah, anyway. Okay, what else needs to happen? Set up a goal. Start sharing with friends and followers to get some views or your first payment. I guess I can copy it. Oh, I can go maybe on my, I don't know if I can watch my live from my phone. Oh, I can. With friends and followers to get some views or your first payment. Okay, I'm gonna post it right now. I guess I can copy Did it just go? Oh, there it is. I don't know if I can watch my live from my phone. Oh, I can. What are those? Okay, I'm gonna post it right now. What are those little purple things on your comment? Oh, there it is. What are those? Oh. Isn't there a way to like, there was an option that I seen on here of like showing me fans or being a fan. I don't know. Okay, this is echoing and it's blowing me. But yeah, so I just sent my Ko-fi, but yeah, I don't even know what I was saying now. But oh yeah, like I was being transparent about my financial situation. But yeah, I was like, damn, I DoorDashed all night. Like I think that kind of goes past all night from like 7 p.m. to 9 in the morning. I made 179 because I really made a little shy of 200, but I had to put gas in my tank and my gas light's still on. So I'm just like, and my tag, like so many things. Like in the last 3 months, I was wrongfully terminated, and it was put in the paperwork that I voluntarily terminated myself. And then my supervisor is like in the process of retiring. So they said like when I was trying to fight it, and then I was even getting other colleagues of mine to like back me because that shit was fucked up. I'm like, there's nobody even to supervise me if I was to come back. I was the whole peer program. Like, anyway, I lost my job. A deer hit my vehicle. I'd never been in an accident before. I'm 32 years old, and my first accident is literally with one of my main spirit animals while my babies were in the car. Then me and my babies all got stung by a freaking yellow jacket all together at the same time. I got stung right on my ass cheek. Also, never been stung before in my life. That should hurt. What else? Oh, lost, like, I had to take my insurance off my car. And, wow, I'm really letting it all go here, Spirit. I didn't lose my car, but my tags were dead. They expired in July, the same month that I lost my job. My tags expired, and I had to take the insurance off my car. So, but I was riding around doing DoorDash because I'm like, I have to. And then I didn't know that they charge you for every day if you don't turn your tags in when you cut your insurance off. Because I haven't been in this situation before. Like, I got my shit together as my adult self 6 years ago. Had my own, first place, first car, all paid by moi. And, like, I haven't been in a situation where when I call the insurance company, they didn't say nothing about that. When I called MVA, they didn't say, make sure you turn in your tags. Like, so if you don't know, you don't know. Just like if you know, you fucking up. But yeah, I don't know why Spirit is having me say all this because I'm not one to I'm not complaining. I guess I'm just showing and being transparent of, what's been going on with me. I wanted to do a reemergence video too and explain why I was gone so long. I don't know if you're a returning subscriber. And please subscribe as well by my lane Sarah. Did the link work? Because you're my first person that I'm using the Ko-fi link with. Did it work? Because I want to make sure it works. I don't even know where the money's gonna, like how the money is. I don't even know how it's gonna be applied because I didn't put any bank information. But it says receive your first payment. And I am actually going to be doing like monthly, like divine feminine. I do personal work as well, like off camera, of course. Like I still offer the same services, just in a broader spectrum, like I did before. But I also am gonna start a memberships section on here, and I'm gonna be doing like monthly healing. I don't know what it's gonna be about yet. For women, and the collective of women is going to be like the sanctuary of the Sisterhood of the Rose. That is something that I was starting to. Well, I did launch it. It's some information is actually here on my channel. If you scroll down, and look for Sisterhood of the Rose. You don't have PayPal. excuse me, I have PayPal, but like I was saying earlier, around the time I was let go from my job, I used, so like when you get a certain amount of money sent to your Cash App, it allows you to overdraft up to $100, and I overdrafted up to $100, and I still owe that money. So if you send the Cash App, if you send the PayPal, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it'll go right to my Cash App card, and it'll go straight to the refund, or the overdraft, instead of going to me right now, which I know I'm gonna have to eventually pay it, but maybe I could see if you could send it to, do you have Venmo? Eventually pay it, but let me see what you're looking at. I'm gonna click on the link. Tip. Oh yeah, you just do tip. You click on tip, $5, and then your nickname. I can hear y'all.
How? What are you doing now?
Are
you still working?
That's why you're asking that, because it's asking for PayPal.
Mommy, I was saying, can I have some soda?
Oh, it's asking for your stuff.
Mommy,
What?
I was asking.
Stop! Don't turn that on.
If I can have some soda.
You just had some. You took your cup out there. Yeah.
Okay.
Go get it.
You mean the soda? The big bottle of soda? I don't want yours.
Oh, okay. Dang. Nevaeh, we need to do your hair. I mean, it's not time to go yet, but trick-or-treating starts at like 7, I think.
7? Nevaeh, can you come get the bottle of... I guess I have to go get it. The bottle.
Did you hear me about Venmo?
Venmo?
I'm not talking to you. I'm on... Stop, don't do that. That's not nice.
Yep.
Not that it's not nice, it just wasn't very respectful, because you see me talking.
Mommy?
Please don't do that again.
Mommy?
Huh?
Can I blow the candle out?
No, because it's going to smell. Here, put this on there. Where is it? Ever since I DoorDashed that top right there. Ever since I Come on, you're trying to race her? Stop it! Nobody's going to do it. You're not going to fight over that. Ever since I DoorDashed earlier, my throat is hurting now. God. The fuck is that? Cut it out. Seriously. And you could have used the hall bathroom. I keep telling y'all the same thing. Are you using the bathroom? No. Come on now, Naz. Why would I be talking to you like that? I'm not talking. Nazir, I was not talking to you. I was talking to Nevaeh.
That is sticking on the wall. That's why I don't want to go in that bathroom. And Daddy pushed me in there earlier.
Okay.
I was trying to go pee. I was trying to go in this one, not that hallway bathroom.
The hallway bathroom is like, it needs to be renovated, and that was where like we had to move out, and we came back, and basically this is a family home. This home has been in my partner's family for like decades, since 1986, and the hall bathroom was not taken care of very well. And it just like, I guess when the grandmother passed, the family came in here and just like ripped the wallpaper off the walls, so it kind of just looks bad. And I think because he was the beautiful, brave child who even noticed that the house was like purging and fucking throwing up from the inside. Literally, like the tub was like pouring out from the inside of the tub outward, filling up like really, really fast. You don't have Venmo. Okay, let me check my PayPal. Well, you don't have to have it. It says you can just pay via your debit card, right? Because that's what it's telling me. Like, if you type in your email, and then you hit debit card, and then it asks you for your debit card, not mine. You know what I'm saying? So it's asking you for your information, not mine. So yeah, you would be my first tipper. To book. That would be that stuff to me. I pay attention to everything, but like those, like my first customers when I launched my product line, my alchemy line, like I still remember the first 5, customers that supported me. So it's a big deal. Um, yeah, so you just do it with your debit card, and then it should come through. I hope I'm not getting sick. I never have like phlegm. I think I should pull some of my homemade spiritual investigator cards for the collective as well. I don't know if you're like figuring it out or what. You can't even really see the color on my eyes. It's like much darker in person. So the name I wanted to share with you guys also, I made a new deck title. Where is the main card? I probably just shuffled it. Oh, it was sitting on the top. I'm still here. Oh, you have to make an account? It didn't do that to me just now. That's weird. Because it says, I just click on tip, and then it asks for my email. Is there anything, since you're tipping me, is there anything that you want to look into for yourself? I know I did that deep invocation. We've got dark and then shame and the number 20 that just came out, which is for the collective. We got Memphis, Tennessee, trafficking, goods, trades, and children. Here we go. Truth revealed, justice speaks, and is seen. 37. So we've got numbers 20, 37, truth revealed, justice speaks, and is seen. Spiritual, physical court now in session. Yeah, there's no back to that one. Is there anything you want to look into? I have a Haters Exposed deck. Like before I log off here, I have a Galactic Heritage. I have a lot of decks, but like right in front of me, I have in-depth like Zodiac birth chart based deck. Or we could just do like a general reading. These are like my, again, I was trying to find the name of my deck because I don't remember it. I don't see it. I think it's just inside of here. I wonder why my eyes aren't showing up as dark as they actually are. My iPad's so I need to put it on the charger because I am not going to be interrupted on here. Have you always lived in California? Like, are you a Californian native? That's interesting. I didn't rewrite that name. We've got county in your state. Survival mode. On the run. Fight or flight. Reiki needed. Oh, I'm a Reiki practitioner as well. Triple certified, so I can mentor and train others to become Reiki master certified. Fully certified. You can either be just level 1 and level 2. Stop there. Stop at level 1. And then you can become a Reiki master. And then do, like trainings. And my Reiki is very different. Not very different, but I included a different aspect, like a death doula aspect to it, which is not just about physical death. It's about the death that we go through all the time as human beings. It's really beautiful. Yeah, so sorry. Reiki needed. search warrant has caused so much trauma and dysfunction. And then county and state. There's a specific county in the state of Tennessee. I don't know what the counties are. I know it said Memphis, but alright, Spirit, let's be more clear and concise about these messages. Spiritual medicine against all illness. These are the symbols for that. Maybe that's something that I could write with y'all or have y'all write. Maybe that could be part of the women's group. East Coast Archive, systemic collapse. New Jersey, where most of New York pipelines are stashed. Alleyways, missing pets used for sacrifice. Newark, hidden staircases, train routes, crooked cops. And then Washington State, Seattle, Forks. You're close by Washington, I believe. Yeah. I've never been to Cali, but my partner has, and he said, like, the weather is just... Well, I know you guys have been dealing with the wildfires and stuff. Let me actually rewrite this. Something about your story, collective, take it how it resonates, is like being rewritten, because I crossed it out to like make another message that's more aligned with what my deck is about, and the original message says you are enough, acceptance. So there may be some underlying insecurities that aren't yours. You're taking on energies from past partners, past pain, feeling like you weren't enough, maybe even something stemming from childhood when the collective, those of you watching, were between 7 and 8 years old. Or if you have children, maybe your child was that age when something happened to you that changed your viewpoint on yourself. Something that maybe made you feel that you weren't enough. I know for me, my body changed a lot after my son. I gained a lot of weight because of the near-death experiences that I went through. I had to retrain my brain how to, viewer discretion advised, but like I had to retrain my brain how to make a bowel movement. Like my body, and I went back to work fucking 5 weeks later because I couldn't get any more short term. I was working for the government contracted, and I couldn't even get the full 6 to 8 weeks of time off. But because I had a uterine rupture, almost died and had to have a blood transfusion during childbirth, and then was neglected afterwards, and was in recovery for over 9 hours, didn't hold my baby, and my pain pump was completely out of anything to give me any type of, pain control. My pain pump was out for over 24 hours after being brought up to mommy and baby. I didn't hold my baby for 24 hours, and then as soon as I got him, they took him to the NICU because we both had a fucking infection. So because of all that, I should have gotten a lot more time rendered to me for being off, And then it was crazy because a lot of my coworkers were saying after the fact, like months after, like, yeah, you didn't look good when you came back from having Nas. You look very pale and like half dead. And I'm like, y'all didn't say shit. Like when I first came back, like y'all didn't show any type of concern or nothing. It wasn't until the contract ended and everybody was out of a job that they were like bringing that shit up. I'm just like, yo, I'm getting a message too. When people tell you and when people show you who they are, you believe their fucking asses. That's significant. I feel like the collective is in a season, or needs to be in a season, of not feeling sorry, being unapologetic for choosing their self. Because I feel like the collective has been in a lot of self-sacrificial. Wow, sorry you went through all that. The power. Oh, it's okay, my love. It's all right. I'm here. I'm still definitely, I appreciate, your compassion. Trust me, because I'm alone. I'm not lonely, but like I don't have family. I'm estranged from my family. My family is like very, and we were so close at one point, but like, I'm very like to myself. Spirit has had me isolated in a way where it's like to protect my energy. Um, so hearing that and, being able to connect with you through here and to be able to be shown compassion means a lot. So, but yeah, the power of a woman, you're absolutely right. But I'm not going to say that also played a part in why I had to take a step back, because postpartum, they don't really tell you unless you opt to take, I guess, maybe postpartum classes after, or, you're so consumed with having the baby, taking care of the baby's survival, literally, which we all know, that they don't tell you, like, yeah, so unless you do research, stop, Nevaeh, unless you do research on your own, yeah, so postpartum can last up to 10 years after childbirth. Like, that's a long time. So if I had two babies,
hey, Mommy.
If I had, yes, don't touch my iPad, Naz.
Hey,
What's up, baby?
You come pour me some soda.
You didn't get none?
No.
I tried to share mine with you, and you got smart and said, I don't want yours. Oh, there's some right here, baby. Hey, that works out. Yeah, I brought this back here earlier. Hold on. You're not drinking out of, look. They don't say that to you. Here. You're welcome.
Thank you.
What was I saying? Okay. I'm not done yet, you guys. Please, I never do this.
Oh.
And this is partly why I don't. I love you guys, and this bag just ripped. Close the door. Please don't spill that. I don't remember now. I don't have a Ko-fi app. I just have on my web browser. Hey! Hold on. Sorry, I was telling them to stop yelling. Like, I was talking about postpartum. Oh, and then 10 years doesn't even cap it, I'm so tired. I can't wait to go to sleep. I'm not even, like, really up for trick-or-treating.
Daddy should. I can catch your daddy. You see this twirling around? I'm not drinking.
Nazir, you did this last time.
It's twirling
That's
around.
bubbles. That's bubbles from the soda, Naz. There's nothing in there. No. Get out of the bag. There's nothing in there. Go. Okay, bye. Thank you. You're welcome. Bye. You're not digging in the bag again. No. We're not going to go trick-or-treating if you keep this up. This is like the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. What number are we on, you guys? Close my door, please, and stop yelling. Nevaeh, get out the bathroom. Did you really just ask me why?
I don't even know.
Close my door. Thank you. I did ask you if there was anything you wanted to look into. And sorry that the Ko-fi is taking so long. I didn't know that you had to set up a profile, because it didn't make me do that. I don't know, maybe because it's my account, maybe that's why. I don't know. But yeah, the collective, because I want to make sure. So we're definitely picking up on New Jersey, Washington State, and Tennessee. And something about truth being revealed that's dark and shameful about this collective and group of people. Yo! What did I say? Get out the hallway. Y'all are never in your rooms. You know, there's so many boys and girls around the world that aren't blessed with the things that you are blessed with, and you guys do not utilize those rooms at all. Right? Hold on, y'all. We don't have to go trick-or-treating. That's fine. Sarah, you still here? Because I feel bad that I know I keep getting interrupted, but it's just a day in the life. But they're doing it intentionally, screaming over and over again. Oh, we've got family, karma. Family ain't always family, generational. Guardian angel is keeping a close eye on you, and they're worried about something collective. So we got earlier New Jersey, Tennessee, East Coast Archive systemic collapse. Where most of New York's pipelines are stashed is New Jersey and Newark. That's what I was channeling. Crooked cops, train routes, hidden staircases, missing pets used for sacrifice in alleyways. Yeah. So maybe in the coming weeks, or maybe it's happening right now, in those specific states, there's some type of justice being revealed. Yeah, something that was sealed. The core of something like a big operation is now being uncovered. Yep, cover up. Wow. Okay. We've got 7 and 3. Hold on. Sorry, I was just telling them to close their door. Close the door. I keep getting caught up. Yo, I swear. Somebody look up if Mercury is in retrograde, because I swear for God it is. Yeah, so we've got cover up. Again, I'm going to repeat the states. Tennessee, Memphis, some specific county I'm getting that begins with an N and potentially a W in Tennessee. Or those letters may be in that county's name. Okay? Memphis, Tennessee, New Jersey, Newark being the pipeline stash for New York. Cover-ups, something that was sealed is being uncovered. And then we have PI, lurking, redacted files, archives, hit list, and bounty. Investigators, detectives, black cars, trucks, white vans. So maybe these are for the collective. I really like, I know they say not to tell your plans to people, but like, I'm opening up the archive here on my channel, and that's what I'm coming back in here doing. So if you're here, cross watches and everything, you know, it is what it is. This space is divinely protected, and, you know, monitoring spirits, you can be transmuted and transformed into the highest vibrational light from directly straight from the original source. Nevada just came out. But I really want to do a collective psychic investigation, like psychic slash physical investigation. Because when I say psychic, it's not all just spiritual. It's psychic investigation, intuitive downloads, intuitive testimonies given by spirit that are then followed up with research and, you know, partnering with certain establishments to therefore approach whatever case, whatever it is that we come up with. Because that's what I'm doing on a personal level for different clients that come to me that lost somebody to homicide, to suicide, to, you know, painful transition, for those who lost people that have unmarked graves, for those who lost people who dealt with systemic erasure, for those who lost people who were babies, passed young, no names, you know, missing children. Anybody who lost anybody, for real. It doesn't even have to be the most severe cases, because this country is in a major debt of spiritual etiquette. And, you know, I don't want to give y'all a spoiler about, but just think about how, like, there's this place called Lake Lanier in, oh, where was it? Don't mark me on exactly where it was, but it was this unexpected visit from an individual looking for handout, may not have the best intention. Their name can either begin with, or their last name can begin with the S, L, B, T, or K. They're not calling ahead of time. So yeah, Sarah, I asked you too if there was anything if you wanted me to do a personal reading, either on camera or off camera, because you're my first tipper. I always look out for those that look out for me. Like, you don't understand, but you will. But that's just how it is. Oh, I'm sorry. Keeps making you start over. Fuck. But yeah, like, I want to do some type of psychic, like, collective like, where we all come together for a common purpose, goal. Oh, what I was talking about was, think of Lake Lanier. So basically, it was like this thriving African American town, city, where their farms were thriving. Everything was thriving. This was back in like the 1800s, I believe. Don't quote me on that time frame either. I just know it was when, like, blacks were really, like, starting to finally get over the hump, which there were many humps, but that big hump where they could actually own land, and they're you know, where this city was, Lake Lanier, was thriving. And then all of a sudden, these white elites came in, because they didn't like that. They didn't like seeing successful black people thriving, and they weren't producing the type of crops and, you know, things like that the black community was. So what they did was, they came in and they fucking put that whole motherfucking town underwater. Literally created a lake. And in the video it said, hold up. Oh, yeah, I'm glad I remembered it, because it looked like I was glitching. I need to put it on charger. It said in the video that I was watching, because I was doing research, because I wanted to make an episode about it here on my channel. It said it was like 600 feet deep, and there's so many disappearances. Basically, that they put the whole town, without even tearing down houses, buildings, light posts. It was like a quick job. They killed, massacred almost everybody in the fucking town. Excuse my language, but this shit had me crying, mad as shit. And just for those of you who don't know, I'm Sicilian and Puerto Rican, and yeah, I'm very passionate about oppression and things that have happened. And I'm only mentioning, like, my ethnic background, because a lot of people from childhood, they don't know what I am, and when I'm talking about these things, people want to know, like, oh, well, where is she coming from? What's her personal experience to it? Like, so I just wanted to let that be known. Where is my iPad charger? But yeah, they didn't even, so There's been a lot of disappearances, a lot of killings at Lake Lanier, and a lot of reports of people in the town seeing the same things spirit wise. And the reason for that is because a lot of these spirits, this is why us coming together as a collective, knowing our ancestral roots, and these are the things that I offer and do, um, you know, doing deep archival archival work into your helping you, showing you, doing like a consultation with you first, and then showing you, like giving you the guide and giving you like the first start of a layout of your own ancestral background, not only just a channeling from your ancestors going back 7 generations backwards and 7 generations forward, so a total of 14, which is 5, um, which represents a lot of different things, but it does also represent all the elements. So we've got fire, air, earth, water, and spirit, ether. But crap, going back to, that's why it's so important, because all of these people are seeing the same stuff, and the fact that this town was just put over water and it's 600 feet deep. I mean, it's so bad that people have reported the same things where they feel like somebody's pulling them down. Like when they go to swim, divers, they feel like somebody keeps pulling them down. And what I chalk it up to is, you know, the spirits of the land are trying to make the amount of people that were killed and basically washed over, they're trying to make that number even, because spirit is all about spiritual justice. Spirits who have passed on, that passed in a violent manner, and feel like they have unfinished business, hence quote the amazing iconic classic movie Casper, they manifest in ways that are connected to how they pass. So a whole town, a thriving town culture of Black African diaspora is put underwater. So there's basically a whole town, not just a graveyard, not unmarked graves, not people that were buried and maybe exhumed, moved for whatever reason, but these people were just washed over. Like, nah, we just gonna do this, get rid of them, act like they were never here. Nah. So all the disappearances, all the killings is spirit trying to tally up and get back. There was a total of 1,100 killing. Like, that's how many people died. Not total, but in the rioting, that's how many people died in Lake Lanier. And this is in the United States. I think it's in, let me look it up. I think it's in Ohio, but I might be wrong. So I think they're at like 400 some deaths. But it would be crazy though. And I seen this girl talk about it on her channel. She was saying like, it would be, and I agree with her. And I was saying the same thing in my head as I was watching it. Like, wouldn't it be crazy if the number of deaths stopped at exactly 1,100, or spirit will be doubling it or tripling it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be crazy. Lake Lanier. Okay, yep. Oh, it's in Georgia. Yeah, okay. Lake Lanier is a large man-made reservoir in North Georgia created by the Buford Dam on the Chattahoochee River. I've heard that. It is a popular recreational destination for... Wow, they really make it look good on the forefront of Google. Covers 38,000 acres with over 690 miles of shoreline. A major hub for water sports, fishing, camping, and hiking. But they don't list on here how many deaths. Haunted history. The lake has a reputation for being haunted, partly due to the flooding of towns and cemeteries to create the reservoir. The Lanier Islands Resort is a major attraction. That shit just makes me... And land reclamation, land recognition is also part of this path that I'm walking. Like, I literally, that's part of the video that I posted but then took down because a part of it wasn't edited properly. But I'm gonna repost it. Literally there's a railroad track line like right in front of my house. And I did a whole reclamation for like the land. And I blew on the tracks, like, tell me what you know. Speak to me. I'm listening. And the wind starts blowing. I stand up. I start walking away. And it's on the video. I'm going to post it. And I'm walking away and I say, I'm trying not to fall because I was trying not to stay on the railroad because it was active. And then there's a whole bunch of rocks. And right after I say, I don't want to fall, I hear this loud screeching and I say, oh my God. And then you hear, help me. And this woman literally was screaming, help me, and kept screaming and screaming. And I could hear people rushing to her. And at first I thought it was like an echo, a memory echo, because I said to the land, speak, tell me what needs to be known. Like, I'm here to reclaim, to honor, not to take, not to, oh my throat, not to offend. And yeah, right after that, yo, she's screaming, help me. And the reason why I said it wasn't like auditory, it wasn't like my clairaudience abilities, because that can happen where you hear stuff that only you're meant to hear, or you see stuff that only you're meant to see. And my partner said he heard it too and was like, what the fuck is that? Like, he heard it sounded like metal on metal contact. That's another reason why I was confused, because I was on the tracks. There was nothing there. So that was trippy. But yeah, that's going to be uploaded once I have enough storage on my phone. I gotta clean my phone out. But yeah. Oh, this shit. Oh, I need my charger. Matter of fact, I'ma keep saying oops, that didn't work, but I'm not giving up trust. Oh, it's not working. Oh my God. It says, hold on, it says somebody gave support, but then it's telling me to log in like I'm not already logged in. What the fuck? Why does it keep having me confirm the code 226801? I want to make sure that this live post, so I'm gonna get off of here. Please, I need your, oh wow, your first Kofu. Hold on. I don't see it though. Where did it go? Okay. I'm gonna get off of here and get on another live right after this because I want to make sure this posts. All right. Follow me on the other one.